Hey guys, Shane here at CrossFit Chef, helping you go further, faster in fitness, and welcome back to another Shane Talks. It's been a while since I have filmed one of these and recorded one of these little episodes, mostly because I kind of lost a little bit of passion for the creative process. I got fed up with having to record things and put them together and spend a lot of time, and I thought, if I keep doing this sort of thing, am I dropping the ball elsewhere in my life? Am I letting other things slide just to film a video or just to post something? And I sat on that for a few months, and it really bothered me because I wanted to do it. I wanted to be creative. I wanted to get messages out to the people and talk and motivate myself, because that's mostly why I do these videos, is to motivate me, and I use you guys watching at home to help me do that. But I wanted to do it, and I never did. Because I was caught up in the frustration and the recording and the connecting with the cameras, and it was a poor excuse, really. It was a poor excuse. This is not that difficult, and if I have a structured, streamlined approach, then it becomes really easy. The catalyst for the change, though, really came when I had a conversation yesterday with a lady, or a friend of mine. She runs a 5:30 a.m. group, I think, over here in North Penrith at Starbucks. And that group get together at 5:30 in the morning, and they work on passions. They work on things that they want to work on in their life that maybe doesn't revolve around their job. It's like a side hustle, or it's like a passion and purpose sort of group where they get together and they just work hard on something. And I thought I'd stopped doing that. I'd stopped looking for areas where I can improve as an individual. And so I decided to, I can't make the 5:30, obviously. I can't be there with that group because I work, I'm at work at 5:30. But I thought I have my own 5:30, and my own 5:30 is 2:30 in the afternoon. That's my new 5:30 a.m. So why not then? Why can I not do what they're doing at 5:30 at 2:30, but use them as motivation to get back behind the camera and back on the microphone and start chatting about some concepts that might help you get more out of your health and fitness. So I want to thank the 5:30 group for that, and I want to thank KC who runs that, and that is something that's motivated me. But let's move forward to sort of what I wanted to talk about today. Oh, and on a side note, we will be having Casey from the 5:30 group on our podcast, which we will be starting up again as well. So look forward to that, and I hope you'll enjoy that. But that'll be next week. We'll do filming for that, and then probably produce it and have it up for you guys the week after. But anyway, back to the Shane Talks purpose. Now, I'm here really to talk about a little thing called high standards. Anyone who knows me very well for the fact that I talk about discipline over motivation. As a trainer, I have never ever seen someone get their results or get their success in the gym through pure motivation. I see their motivation when they walk in the door, and then after about a month, I see motivation dwindle. And that is not their fault. Motivation is not designed to keep you going for years. It's not designed to keep you going for months. And in some cases, it's not designed to even keep you going for days. Motivation is really, it's the jet fuel. It's supposed to pump you up. It's the hype man. It's going to get you feeling good about yourself and get you in the right space to then employ discipline to do the rest of the work. And what discipline is it's doing the things that you know are right because they are the right things to do all of the time. The point of this podcast, or the point of this Shane Talk, is more to go, okay, discipline is one thing, but how do we get better at being disciplined? And here's the easiest way to do that. The easiest way to get better at being disciplined, if you want to know, is through absolute high standard living. And what that is it's when you are faced with a choice or an option in life. So you wake up in the morning, you're faced with an option. Should I get up 5 minutes early to stretch and have a shower because I know my lower back has been sore and I know I need to shower, I need to get to work, but I don't want to sacrifice one thing. I need to do both things. I need to be hygienic and I need to be mobilized. I need to get some stuff going. So the higher standard decision would be to wake up a little bit early, do your mobility, and have your shower. Not just go, well, I'm going to make a moderate decision and I'm going to be on time for work and I'm going to be hygienic and smell fresh. The high standard decision is to do all of that because you know that it's going to have a positive effect on you. And when you start lining up high decision choices, choice after choice after choice, you get a lot of momentum, what I call a snowball effect. That snowball effect starts to roll through your life, collecting all sorts of positivity. Because you're making good quality choices, because you're making the highest standard choice every single time you make a choice, you start to see the benefits accumulating. More energy is attracted to you in a positive light. And if negative situations do arise, you're already easily there, ready to take them on because you're going to make the best decision. Sorry about that. You're already there, ready to make the decision that you know is the highest standard choice. So you know that that problem is not going to be a problem for much longer because you've got a handle on it. So this Shane Talks is really about helping you understand that the high standard choice is what we need to make. And I'm challenging anybody watching, anyone out there that actually watches these videos, I'm challenging you to do me a favor. I want you to, from tomorrow morning, or if not now, whenever you watch this, to start making a higher choice with everything that you do. So when it comes to going to the gym or going home to spend time with the family, well, you can do both. Yes, that family time is important, but so is your health, and so is that 1 hour for you. Don't see it as being selfish. That is your hour. That is something that you do for you so that you can be better for your family. So don't just go home and go, well, I'm doing the noble thing and I'm going home to spend time with my family. And if you need to do that, then go do that. But if you can do both, if you haven't seen your family in 6 months, go home to them. But if you've seen them, you're spending time with them, you're still going to be able to do that. You should then train, and then you should go home and spend time with your family. But that's the highest standard. When it comes to picking food this week, know that if you pick shitty food off the shelf, that is a low standard choice. It's not the best choice that you could be making in the shopping center. The best choice that you could be making is good quality fruit, vegetables, and some sort of good quality protein. You know that you don't need the packet food. You don't need the crappy sugary food. Picking that up and putting that in your trolley is a low standard choice. If you can get up a little bit earlier, stay up a little bit later if able, like if that does not affect you too much, where you get to stay up an extra half an hour and meal prep, or you get to sit down and you get to read a good book, and you sit there and you're like, you know what, this is exactly what I need. I need to sit down and I read a bit of a book, but I'm going to make an easy decision and a low standard choice and go to bed instead. Then you're making the wrong choice. You need to stay up and read the book. Obviously, if that affects you as an individual, then go to sleep. But you know what the best standard for you is. You know what the choice is that you're making, and you know whether or not it's a low standard and an easy out or a low level excuse, or if it is actually what you need to be doing and something that's going to push you and grab momentum and create other opportunity in life. And these standards that you live by, they're everywhere. Are you going to walk out on a dirty kitchen because, yes, the kitchens don't need to be clean all the time, but sometimes the high standard choice is to clean the kitchen and then go to work. Because then you come home to a fresh environment where you can relax and chill out. Don't have to rush around. At some point, it's got to be clean. But you know what I'm saying? They're just simple excuses. Now, don't try and read too much into it, right? Don't be like, oh, well, the dishes can be dirty, Shane, if it means that I can be more relaxed. Yeah, 100%. If that's exactly what you need and that's your high decision choice, then make that. But most of the time, it's an excuse so that we don't have to do things, or it's an easy out or a way around things. I think one of the things for me is making sure my car's clean. And most of the time, I'm notorious for just chucking clothes all over the place and all my shit everywhere. And now I've just had it freshly cleaned. Craig down the road here at Craig's car cleaning, he does a great job. But now my job is to make a high standard choice with how I treat what he's done. He's cleaned it. He's made it fantastic. But now my job is to have a high standard about how I treat my own car. I'm not going to use it as a wardrobe or as a floor wardrobe or as a place to store dirty dishes and bottles and stuff. I'm going to have a high level of consciousness with it. I'm going to make sure it's clean. And these are just little things. It's not going to change your life in that moment. But if you do them every single time you make a decision, when it comes time to making big quality massive decisions in life, you're always going to be making the best and the most high standard choice. And you start to train yourself out of making low level shitty excuses and low level shitty decisions, because you never do it. You don't even do it with the way you treat your car. You don't do it with the dishes in the sink. You don't do it with the way you treat your family. You don't do it with your work. You don't do it with your paperwork on your desk. You make the best possible standard decision with everything that you do all of the time, so it makes the most sense that is going to be your default choice. And that is kind of what I wanted to come back with the Shane's Talk and say, hey guys, what level are we living at? What standard are we living at? And can we raise that a little bit? And I'm not talking you have to raise it through the roof. Okay, I'm just talking a little bit. Can you raise the standard in which you live by 5%, 2%, 1%? Because that is going to make a difference over the year. If you do 1% per year, per week for the entire year, 52% chance of changes, right? Just easy math. But at the same time, what I'm saying is that it will make a freaking difference because you are training your mind and your body to align to make the best and the highest standard choice. And I'm not going to bore you anymore. I'm not going to keep you here any longer because you've got choices to make. You've got things to do. You've got standards to live by. And right now you need to make a choice. What standard are you going to live by once this video ends? Once this stops and I've gone away from your vision and gone away from your ears, what standards are you going to live by, at least for the next few hours as a minimum? Hopefully you can make a better choice in all that you do. Until the next video, guys, I hope you stay well, eat healthy, and keep training. And maybe soon I'll even see you in the gym. See ya.